Hi ladies, I am making an update video. Um, if you are seeing this video after my New Year's Eve video, um, then you should know what's all going on. And excuse me, I'm snacking on this. It's pretty good. They don't sell it no more because it's no longer Christmas time, but I brought like 2 or 3 cans for me and my mom, and this is my last one, so I kind of savored it. So it's just peanuts, honey roasted peanuts, cashews, pretzel sticks, yogurt covered raisins, and peanut brittle. It's really good. So that, and it was my sea salted bag of popcorn. I love popcorn. For some, I know it's not good because of the carbohydrates, but if it's in the middle of the night and I'm hungry, I prefer popcorn and my trusty water. But I know with popcorn, your carbohydrates can pack on really quickly because a cup of popcorn is basically like a handful. So I'm gonna try it. So I have. Anyway, if you remember from my New Year's Eve video, I said there's a lot of changes that are coming to my channel. It's gonna be more than just TTC, which basically it is. It's just that I haven't did a more in-depth video of, my life and Shania. So that will be changing. But I also had started my cycle from a 90 some odd day cycle, I believe. My last cycle before the one in December had started in September. So from September to December, you do the math. It's a pretty long ways. So anyway, I took progesterone and I ended up getting my cycle on December the 15th. I was very happy about that, and I did all natural. I didn't do anything. I didn't take any medication besides metformin, and that's all I've been doing. So I told myself that if I got to like cycle day 22 or 23 and no positive pregnancy test, then I would start progesterone to give myself a perfect 28-day cycle, to mimic my body into thinking that it is ovulating on its own. So from cycle day 8 to cycle day 12, I had echo ICM. I had it for 5 straight days, which I've never had before. In that abundance, I'll say like that, in that amount of abundance for so long. So anyway, I did not do ovulation tests. The ovulation test I did do, I believe I probably did after suspected ovulation. Wasn't temping anything. So coming up close time to, I had some mid-cycle spotting. I thought maybe it was implantation bleeding. Could have been ovulation. It could have actually happened then. Who knows? But I don't. It was just for a couple days, like I said, like 15, 16, and then 21 and 22, I believe. But I believe that AF was trying to come, was on her way. Maybe I just ovulated super duper early. But around Saturday 22, I believe, 22, 23, after a lot of negative pregnancy tests. I did start progesterone, and on January the 12th, I started AF. So I had a 28-day cycle exactly. And the reason why I believe that AF was coming on her own naturally is because I had skipped a dose of progesterone and I doubled up on one day to back up for the other day. And I figured since I missed a day that it was going to take a while to catch up to drop. So what I think was happening was my progesterone was already low, and once I added the extra progesterone, it only increased it slightly, and it just slugged off basically, and AF came. It came like 2 days after my last pill. 2 days after my last pill, I believe. It came and made a 28-day cycle. If I counted it correctly, which I pretty much know I did, I was supposed to have a 29 to 30-day cycle because I tried to wait to make sure I wasn't pregnant. But obviously I wasn't. So, starting this cycle, the first cycle of the new year, I'm very, very excited about. I ended up getting donated Gonal F, 2 pens, 300 unit pens, and I've got 3 vials of Minipure. So that's what I'm doing today, which is cycle day 3. I did 75 units of Gonal F in the abdomen, and I'll be doing that every day until I run out. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do my Minipure, since I only have 3. After my first 3 days of Gonal F, I'll do 75 units of Minipure, 2 days of Gonal F, and another Minipure, and then my last my last 3 days of Gonal F, and then my last Minipure. Because the fact that I have 300 unit pens, I can only do 75 milligrams, 75 units, sorry, a day for 4 days, and that's 1 pen. So I only have 8 days worth in my pens, and of course 3 vials. So that's about 3 days if I don't double them. And that seems like a pretty good protocol. I am still on metformin. I'm on metformin faithfully. I will be starting Mucinex around cycle day 10. No, I'm gonna start around cycle day 8 and try to get the Mucinex into my system. I've been increasing my water intake. I believe that also contributed to the extra abundance of egg white serum, which again I say I don't usually have. I'm going to probably do an aspirin a day, a baby aspirin of course. And last time I did that, I did get pregnant with Shania, but in early pregnancy I ended up with gastronitis or something like that. I can't really pronounce it right offhand, but I know what it is on top of my head. And most likely it came from the aspirin, because I do have stomach ulcers, and with stomach ulcers you're not supposed to really deal with you're not supposed to deal with aspirin because it can irritate it. And I was in so much pain. My stomach was literally burning, like it just burned. But I know that it contributed to my uterine lining, because when you're doing fertility treatments, some of it can not destroy your lining, but help your lining not be as thick and plush as it should be, which can hinder implantation. So I figured, why not take the risk, since this is the last medication I do have, and see what happens. So we shall see. And I am going to use pre-seed this time. I'm going to use pre-seed every time I baby dance. I plan on baby dancing probably every day. That's stretching it. It really is stretching it. I may do every other day or twice a day, skip a day, one time a day, do something like that. And once I get to my fertile phase, just straight through every day. Now I will be temping. I have to get me a thermometer. Um, Probably from Rite Aid. I wanted to order one from eBay, but the thing with that is it probably won't be here till like next week, and I think temping mid-cycle kind of throws you off because Chili Friend don't really have much to go off of. So me actually buying one, getting one sooner, will help for Chili Friend pinpoint ovulation better. And I do have a trigger shot that is coming. It's actually, I ordered the trigger shot back in December, and it's taken forever to come. Yeah, right now it just got out of customs, and it's in New York, so it should be here sometime next week. Yeah, it just got out of customs this afternoon actually, and it should be here next week. So I will be doing a 5K trigger at Positive OPK in temp drop, because I know you temp drop. That's when you ovulate. So probably a day before my temp drop, positive ovulation test. However it goes, I will be triggering, and I will be doing three different types of OPKs. I'll be doing first response, the line OPKs, the digital OPKs, and the baby OPKs, which I'm going to use. Will I test? I said trust. Will I test my trigger out this time? I'm not sure. It was a roller coaster ride testing out my trigger last time, and as fun as it was to actually realize when your trigger is out of your system and when you can actually, test for your positive, it's kind of heart wrenching to see a positive fade to a negative and then you don't get your positive and it's just AF. So it really, really, really messed with my emotions. So I think what I'll do is, since it's 5K, I know 10K lasted in my system for about 12 days, 11 or 12 days. So I would say 5K will be half of that. So 6 days max. 5K should be in my system, 7 at the most. So I wouldn't start testing for pregnancy to around 9 DPO. And I will be doing a live pregnancy test. I will actually do a live pregnancy test. Sometimes I'm scared because I don't know if it's negative. I don't know how my feelings are going to come out. But on a recent video that I watched, some lady posted a live pregnancy test and it was negative. And one of her subscribers, I don't remember who it was, one of her subscribers stated, "Why do people post live pregnancy tests when they're not pregnant?" And she says, "I'm not trying to be rude." Well, there's a few things wrong with that comment. First off, that is being rude. Second off, I feel as though watching live pregnancy tests only if they're positive, if people only post live pregnancy tests when they're positive, it will get boring because you already know what the outcome is going to be. And as as sad as it may be for those that don't get the positive, the raw emotions of that moment in time makes the video what it is. It makes it basically, like I said, it makes it what it is. The raw emotions that you share, that you express, whether it's happy, whether it's sad, whether it's crying, it's devastation, that pulls people in, and people feel that. Some people have went through that, and it is, and that's just what it is. So I have to stop being scared of showing the negative side of TTC, because honestly, I've been fighting a battle within myself when it comes to TTC number two, and it's a long story, and my video is already 15 minutes, and I've rambled enough in the beginning about my cycle, what's going on, but I won't lie, it's really gotten to me. It's really frustrating. I look at things differently. I look at people differently. I look at females differently. And it has nothing to do with them. It has all to do with inside of myself and how I perceive everything around me. Um, so I'm not going to go into that. But that's the raw emotions when it comes to TTC. And it can get really, really deep for some. I've cried with some YouTubers. I've rejoiced with some YouTubers. I went to reach out and hug some YouTubers. It just gets real. And I really appreciate those that show the good and bad side to TTC, because it makes you appreciate everything. And it gives you the courage to face a lot. Nia Evans, I know she's no longer on YouTube, and I wish she was. I started watching Nia Evans. She was my first person I watched from YouTube, and she was from work, and I think her husband was in the army, and she was doing fertility treatments to get pregnant. I watched her get pregnant. I watched the happiness on her face. I was happy with her, and I watched her sadly miscarry. And I was sad with her. I wanted to cry with her. And when I first started when I did my first video, I told her, I said, I got the strength to do videos from you, because watching how you put yourself out there, she cried. That changed me and gave me the courage to make videos on my own. And here I am, 2-3 years later, just about, and I'm still here. I'm still making videos, far few in between, but I will be changing that, even with me working. And it's just a lot. But I thank everybody for still rocking with me, still waiting on videos from me, and still waiting on everything from Shania. I have to update you on my big girl. We do flashcards, and she knows about, I'll say, 15 flashcards, or if not more, to be honest with you. Her room, and she picked out her light bulb at my job. We went past these colorful light bulbs like blue, pink, purple, green, red, and I said, you can pick a light bulb for your room if you can tell me the color of the light bulb. And she picked up the light bulb, and she said pink, and it was a pink light bulb. So she has a pink light bulb in her room now. We are potty training. We've had some accidents, but she has been waking up dry. She's been sleeping in underwear, and she's been amazing. She's no longer in daycare. I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, but yeah, she's no longer in daycare. It's just me and her on my days off, and I spend time with her. I try to teach her. I've learned patience with her, It's just wonderful. And I need to make a whole new video because it's a lot I have to say. So I can't really do a room tour of my bedroom because it's not straightened up. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is not straightened up. I got Bath and Body Works bags everywhere. They had their semi-annual sale, which ends, I believe, Monday. Monday. I've been 4 times. I gotta do my Bath and Body Works haul because I got some good stuff. And I only shop during the semi-annual sale. Who does not? I do it all the time, and I rack up every single time. And then it's laundry day for tomorrow because I gotta go work on Monday, and it's just a little messy. But alright then, I will talk to you ladies later. I should be uploading 2 videos simultaneously. One was recorded on New Year's that I did not get a chance to upload, so I'm uploading it like 2 weeks too late, just about. And another one, well, the other one is recording now at 1 something in the morning on the 15th, it looks like. So I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.